Hello, hello, hello. Okay, just testing. Hi, I think I'm all ready. Okay, let's go put my headphones in. Alright, hello everyone. Let me get the game up. Okay. Hello everyone, it's time for more Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Whew, let me just check something. Yeah, okay, that's working. Okay, let me just check to see if the audio is fine. Um, let me turn the game down because it's a bit loud on my end. Testing, testing, testing. I think it's okay. Alright, so more Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Kingdom Hearts Marathon. You know, it don't stop. Whew. Okay, so Lordy, I'm a bit tuckered out, if I'm honest. I mean, how do I say this? I've been streaming a lot this week. This is definitely the most I've streamed in a single week. And I'm a bit tuckered out, honestly. I'm a bit worn out. I'm a bit tired today. I was considering canceling today's stream, but I don't want to go like a whole week without making progress on this game, and also I'm enjoying this game, so I wanted to play some more of it. Although, perhaps I will be less tired as I go, but if I'm yeah, if I continue to be a little bit blue, a little bit bleh, a little bit worn out, later in the stream, I think I'm a-okay to just sort of stop the stream earlier than maybe I would normally. So this could potentially be a lot shorter of a stream, although I said that about yesterday's stream as well. So don't take what I say too seriously. I can feel my brain cells draining. But yeah, I don't know why I'm pushing myself to stream as much this week as I am. It's because of Sonic Frontiers, really. If it wasn't for Sonic Frontiers, this would have been a normal week for streams. But Sonic Frontiers is a special case. I'm a big Sonic fan, so I wanted to play more of it. But I also don't want to halt progress on my current ongoing playthroughs, so here I am. And I am enjoying this game, I like it, I want to play more, so here we go. But I'm not going to force myself to have the stream go on for a significant amount of time. If I want to end after maybe an hour or two, a couple hours, then I will. But I'm gonna still play the game because I'm still enjoying it. So I think, let's see, what's been going on in this game lately? I don't remember what the last major story thing happened was. Shion's still be sad. Went to Neverland, went to Wonderland. I think we've been to every Disney World in this game now. So that's the gist. Let's chat with everyone. I'm fine, really. Oh yeah, so Shion's sad. She says she's fine, but she's obviously not. Don't believe a word of it. What we will do is finish off a few enemies for limit break. Easy. Oh, right. He was telling... Oh, I remember this. Okay. I hope we keep our missions short and sweet. Okay. How will this round play out? Okay. I forgot. Zigbar was asking me to do limit break stuff. I feel like if I don't do it as soon as possible, then... I'll miss out on whatever his reward is. It'll probably not be worth it, but... I have no idea what it will be, so I should go for it. Oh yeah, I got Glide last time, that's pretty cool. Let me check out the shop. Okay. I wanted to see if they have that counter attack. Auto lock? I don't know. I don't like that. Synthesize. There we go. Block counter? I still need Shield Tech Plus. I don't know how to get those. Nothing else here requires them. Where do I get them from? Maybe I get them from redeeming points? Who knows? Anyway, I need to kill a certain amount of enemies with Limit Break. I'm surprised that I haven't just done that naturally. So, I need to use Limit Break. There's a mission that teaches you about limit breaks, so maybe I can just do that? Learn about limit breaks? Surely this one will be the easiest. It's the tutorial mission that shows you how they work. It's, okay, that was just one shadow. That was stupid. It's just the one, okay. I thought maybe there'd be more to that. Alright, did that one Heartless count though? Yeah, it did count, but it is still just the one. Maybe that's not the best way to go about it. Okay, I think an early game mission would be convenient. Learn the basics of combat. This one might do the trick. Although I need the Heartless to hurt me so that my limit is available. Okay, that's stupid. That's not much. Okay, maybe let's try this a different way. What if I do the challenge one? Collect hearts. Let's try doing this. Probably would be better if I didn't have like a party member, so that they'll only target me. Oh god, this is going to take ages, isn't it? Wow, cannot stand this. Okay, maybe not. Perhaps a mission with a little more bite to it. Make the Watchers. Deserters. Deserters are those Heartless that are super plentiful. Maybe this will do the trick. Having glide is quite convenient now. Okay, so I need them to do damage to me, and then I can use my limit break to kill them. I feel like I've used my limit break to kill a bunch of these Heartless before. Although I guess Zigbar didn't start counting. Okay, are they gonna hit me or what? There we go, that's what I want. Okay, do more of that. I just hope Shion doesn't kill them all. Okay, just a little bit more. Man, I thought they were a lot more willing to hit me. I guess they're not so much the fighting kind, more the annoying kind. Oh, hi Snatch Kid, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Okay, how are you? I'm kind of tired today because I've been streaming a lot this week. I was saying earlier, this is definitely the most amount I've streamed in a single week. So I am a bit tired today, but I didn't want to just not stream today at all. I wanted to do some. I wanted to make progress in this game, and I wanted to play some more of it because I'm enjoying it. But I am a little bit tired, so I might not have the stream go on for crazy long if I'm still feeling tired. Don't overwork yourself. Yeah, I'm. This week is more of an exception. It's because of Sonic Frontiers. If it wasn't for Sonic Frontiers, I would have done my normal schedule. But Sonic Frontiers is a special case, so. I haven't finished Sonic Frontiers quite yet though, but my next stream, which I'm planning to be on Tuesday, will probably be the finale. Okay, these things will not hit me. Okay, I have a better idea. I'm not sure when I'll buy Frontiers for myself, but I've been avoiding spoilers really well. Oh, good for you. Yeah, avoiding spoilers is one of my biggest concerns. It's a good thing that you've been able to avoid them quite well so far. Yeah, I've been able to avoid spoilers as well, but I feel like it's only a matter of time before I get spoiled by something, so I'm trying to make sure I beat the game as soon as I can so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I'm really enjoying the game. I'm liking it a lot so far. Okay. Okay, there's deserters here, but there are also soldiers, so hopefully they can just hit me without running around like a maniac. Also, I'm by myself, so I won't have any of my party members killing them. Just need them to keep hitting me. I feel like this seat feels to be like a good optimal limit break mission. That did not do as much as I thought it would. Okay, hit me again. That's a barrel. Damn it! That was beautiful. Okay, hit me again. Oh yeah, when it destroys the frame rate, you know that that's going well. Hit me again. Tragic if they actually killed me. Hit me again. Hit me again. Do it. Come on. I know you wanna. Hit me. There we go. Okay, I feel like that should be enough limit break, maybe. I'll just finish the mission now. I keep trying to move the camera with the analog stick. I keep forgetting. This is a DS game. Camera control through analog stick is not a thing. This is a lot of enemies, yeah. And when I try and take them out in big groups, the DS can't handle it. My totally legit DS, not emulator, can't handle it. But, yeah, I needed to defeat a bunch of them. Okay, why is the heart icon in the top left throbbing? Okay, it's not anymore. That was weird. I don't know if that's normal. I've never noticed that before. Okay, hopefully that should be enough enemies to satisfy Zigbar. But that seems to be a really good mission to do that kind of thing. Okay, is he happy with that? Oh, 27! 27 out of 30. Okay, I gotta just defeat 3 more. I'll go back into that mission. Just gotta do 3 more and then leave. Roxas's glide in this game looks a little bit silly. I don't know, it's just a little bit goofy. Just like... Maybe it's the black coat that makes it look goofy. Okay, you gotta stop missing. Okay. There we go. Just 3 enemies. Damn it, not quite. Okay, hit me some more. Okay, these 2 need to work on their aim. That's the stuff. Okay, that's enough. Now I just gotta beat the mission, and there it is. Whatever Zigbar gives me, it probably won't be worth it, but how would I know otherwise? Oh, Jesus. Try Thundara. Okay, Thundara is a multi-hit attack surrounding you, so it's a bit more like the KH-1 Thunder. Could be handy. There it is. Whew. Okay, I'm out of here. Oh wow, my glass of water is super refreshing today. Which is very weird. Alright, Zigbar, I've killed all the enemies with limit breaks, and you know somehow. I'll put in a word for Syax, get you a new mission. Keep it up. It is funny how the rewards you get for doing these little side quests are more often than not extra missions. In which case, you know, as a reward they're giving you more work to do. Here are your new missions, depart as soon as you're ready. Okay, what do we got? Eliminate the commanders, artful flyers, collect shining shards, eliminate the avalanche. Collecting shining shards seems like an easy way to start. Collect shining shards you can use as materials. This is interesting. I don't think this game has really had material collecting be a mission yet. I'm actually kind of surprised it's taken this long. It seems like it would make sense. So I just got to collect a bunch of shining shards. I don't know what enemies drop them. Okay, these plants are annoying. Especially in tight spaces, jeez. At least fire does a lot of damage, so I can kill them pretty quick. Oh god, more of them. I missed! Crap! Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Especially now that I'm wearing sunglasses. Oh god. Oh, I'm not going to enjoy fighting these. They've got so little. Oh, they got so much health. Okay, just gotta get higher ground so my magic doesn't miss. Also, the fact that I can't guard their seed attacks is super annoying. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Have I gotten any shining shards yet? Nope, 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 nope. Lots of nope. Okay, what enemies even drop them? I don't think they're a particularly rare drop. I do know that this mission is actually kicking my butt very effectively. Oh god, more plants. I am out of fire magic. Got thunder magic, it doesn't do nearly as much though. Oh my god. So, when people say this game is pretty grindy and repetitive, I knew that it would get to that point eventually. I think I'm slowly getting to that point. Well, not slowly, I think it's rapidly coming through. I know that this game gets into complete bullcrap territory at some point. From memory, at least. So not looking forward to that. I don't know if I'd be like... I don't know if I had the energy for that today, if I'm honest. So I'm hoping that we don't get to some of those bullcrap moments today. Oh, nearly done. I don't really know if I even have to fight this thing. I need to collect shining shards, but I don't really know what drops them. Also, I guess it's extra XP and heart points, so... no harm in fighting all the enemies I see. Aside from loss of sanity. Okay, that dropped a lightning shard, so that was a waste of time. Oh god, what is that? Tail bunker. I did not know that there would be boss Heartless in this mission. I guess the mission briefing might have said so, but I did not pay attention. It's actually like smaller than you'd think. It's not that much bigger than Roxas. Okay, it's been dealt with, but music is still playing. Is that glitch? Oh no, there's a guardian here. Shining shard, finally. So I guess those big guys drop them. Also, there's one more treasure chest here somewhere. Oh no, he dropped it up there. So having glide sure makes getting around easier. Pretty obvious though. I want to know where that last treasure is. Here it is. Dual Gear Plus. Didn't I buy one of those and then decided I didn't like it? Maybe. Okay, so there's all I need to complete the mission, but there's still one or two more around here somewhere. I mean, those Heartless are pretty big, it shouldn't be hard to find. It might be in that little area around here. Yes, oh, it's a rare vendor. I have not seen any of those, I was not able to kill it, damn it. Now I bet those would have dropped something useful. It's my first time encountering one of those. There we go. I feel like missions are really going to start ramping up in difficulty now. I've noticed that the game has been getting harder. But I feel like it's really going to be more and more noticeable. Let's see, Power Tech, Dual Gear Plus. Is Dual Gear Plus new? Oh right, I remember. I didn't like Dual Gear because its ground combo was really long and its aerial combo was really short, and I didn't like that. Probably more of a personal thing, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so that was mission number 1. I need to refill my potions, because I used all my items on that mission. It was kind of brutal. I also want to install another Thundara. I cannot. Okay. Maybe I can buy more Thundaras, because Thundara was actually really handy. Okay, I cannot buy it. I cannot synthesize it either, okay. It's a damn shame. Okay. I think what I want to do... Wait, how many Thunders do I have? I have 4 Thunders, 1 Thundara. I think Thundara is more useful. It's more like the Kingdom Hearts 1 Thunder, so I think it's just a tad more useful. So I think I want to... What's this? Triples the level. Obviously with 3 casts. Okay, so I'm going to swap that with that. So I have more Thundaras. Yeah. And then I'm going to assign it as a shortcut. Nice, okay. Artful Flyers, Avalanche. The Commanders? None of these sound particularly great. It's just these are a lot of defeat big boss enemies. Who looks it again? I'm late, I simply must get back. Oh dear, my report is due post haste. He's late a lot, isn't he? Even if she's curious, she's sure to be more furious, for I'm late. It's that rabbit. The one you mentioned last time we were here? Yeah. What's got him so tense? I'm a little curious. Oh, curiosity is essential to carving your own path through life. Get too curious though, and it'll be a short walk. No one can say whether following that rabbit's footsteps will be your lucky charm, or get you killed. Isn't that a little dramatic? I was just thinking that. Following him won't change anything. We're still here to hunt Heartless. Well, if you're that certain. Let's go after our hairy little hare and see where he takes us. You're okay with it then? Following him won't change anything. You said so yourself. And looks at dropping life advice. Also, the White Rabbit is sure late a lot. You'd think he'd be used to it. He's got a massive... He holds around a massive pocket watch. You'd think he'd be better at keeping the time. Why exactly is he late? All the time. Maybe he doesn't get enough sleep, I don't know. Oh dear, I'm late. I should be there. I'm late. There he goes. This feeling's familiar. He didn't go through the door. Blizzard plant. Oh god, these things are going to be fun to fight, I can tell. Okay, I got sunglasses on. They make me look cool. Okay, I think I can just keep hitting it and it will keep getting stunned. Oh, never mind, it disappeared. I absolutely cannot stand it when the Heartless disappear. In this game specifically, because the like... Heartless in Kingdom Hearts usually disappear when you get a certain, like, when you get a certain distance away from their original spawn point. In this game, I can't really accurately tell where the spawn point begins and ends. Seems a tad inconsistent. And what makes it even worse is that it seems to me that in this game, when Heartless despawn and respawn, their HP is restored back to full, which is thoroughly irritating. It's never fun when a Kingdom Hearts game has that. Some Kingdom Hearts games are nice about it, and they make it so that if they despawn and respawn, their HP is still the same. This game is not one of those. It seems to make it so that HP goes back to full after respawning, and god is it infuriating. Gotta really make use of magic in order to kill them before they despawn. Please don't despawn. It's the worst when it's a really, like, it's an enemy with a lot of HP and they're nearly dead. I don't think I have to worry about these plants because they're kind of stuck to the spot. Yikes. Oh my god. So I've been enjoying this game so far. I'm somewhat worried that my enjoyment's going to keep going down as I go farther in. And, you know, I knew that that would probably happen, but I wasn't sure at what point it would start to happen. I can't help but wonder if maybe I've hit that point. Or maybe it's just because I'm a little bit tired today and it's sort of... playing this game is using up a lot of energy. Luxord is not helping. Whew. Bunny is running. Okay, I can't go this way. Yeah, so that's still blocked off. Rabbit. Reporting in, Your Majesty. So far our search has failed to turn up any trio, including that which startled you. The only place left to look is in the Royal Rose Garden. Trio? They're not talking about Sora, Donald, and Goofy, are they? Yarr. Then go! I want those suspicious scoundrels brought here to me. Sentences must be served. Looks like there's been trouble here. Yeah, bad time to drop in. Who's this suspicious trio they're after? Are we not the only outsiders here? Yeah, they gotta be talking about Sora, Donald, and Goofy. That's interesting. I completely don't remember that. Perhaps we were right to chase your busy bunny friend. Why is that? Time to get to work, Roxas. Let's uncover this trickery. This tricky. Don't know what that word is. Tiers, I don't know. The Heartless Rafter must be in the one place they haven't looked yet. Luxord says a lot of fancy words that I don't understand. But that kind of adds to his cool factor in a way. Oh god, that's a lot. Oh no. Eep, I'm gonna die. Damn it. Crap. Okay. It's time with feeling. Damn it, I missed because it's in the air. Fire does a lot of damage, but it doesn't home in on enemies, so it's very easy to miss. I guess that's the trade-off, huh? So this enemy has that purple smoke attack that slowly kills you. Oh my god! Wow, I am not in it today. Damn it, okay, fire is way too difficult to get a proper hit on. Okay, I'm out of magic. Oh god, they keep coming. I'm glad I can block this, at least. I don't have to fight these Heartless, though, but I think it's a mild OCD thing. I just have trouble leaving enemies alone. I'm a defeat all the enemies in the room before progressing kind of person. You get XP and heart points, so it's not like there's no reason to fight them, but... I used up all my magic trying to get them, though. There we go. Oh god, they keep coming. How many more of these are going to spawn? Because if it's like an endless kind of thing, I think I'll bolt. Okay, let's leave before any more show up. Oh, I missed a chest. Ooh, high potion. Handy. Okay, this rose garden is open now. I don't remember what it looks like. Oh god, it's a maze. Hedge mazes are strange. Because like you can find some here and there in the world. I don't fully understand their purpose. I guess for enjoyment, but I don't know. So this is the Queen's Rose Garden. It's like a maze. Our marks are in here somewhere. A suspicious trio. Do you really think she meant our heartless? I'm betting on it. Now, let's get looking. Is she though? I actually don't know if she's talking about Sora or if she's talking about Heartless. Because, I mean, what day are we on? We're almost on day 200. So it's been a significant amount of time since Sora was here, I imagine. Like, literally about 200 days, at the very least. We can't get through. Can't we? But there's a guard. Yeah, just kill it. It's made out of paper, just stab it. There are odds for everything. The trick is in the timing. Hit the window just right and a long shot will pay off big. Oh, so you mean if we wait till he's not looking, we can probably sneak by? Translation. More stealth. Oh yeah, I can tell these hedge mazes are going to be tons of fun. Oh, there he is. Oh god, you do a lot of damage. Phew. Okay, there's one. Ah, I got the heals. Thank you, Luxid. Okay, as long as I'm out of his red beam sightline, I'm safe. Oh god. I'm trying to block it. I really wish I had that block counter move. The idea of having a counter sounds great. Oh! Yoshito, hello! You've subbed for 13 months on a 12-month streak. Wow! I feel like when you resubbed for a whole year last time, and I can't believe it's been a month since then, that can't be right. I feel like I didn't make a big deal out of it as I should have, or I didn't thank you as much as I feel like I should have. I really do appreciate like the whole month of whole year of support. I just wish I could get my appreciation across easier. But you named hi, I'm new here. Hello. And hydrate. Good morning, sorry I just woke up. No worries. I'm a little bit loopy today as well. Because I've been streaming a lot this week, so I've used up a lot of my energy. So I'm a little bit drained today. But I didn't want to go an entire week without playing any Kingdom Hearts. So I thought I would still stream it anyway and, you know, just see how I felt. No, you're good. Happy to support a great streamer. Ah, thank you. It honestly, I really do appreciate it. Hearing stuff like that does wonders for my motivation, so... But yeah, I've been streaming a heck of a lot this week because Sonic Frontiers came out. And I gotta make time for Sonic, so I've been streaming more frequently because I didn't want to stop progress on the usual playthroughs. And I streamed for 7.5 hours when the game came out. Just because, you know, I'm a crazy Sonic fan. I got home around 3 AM from visiting friends out of town, slept for like 5 hours because the doggos need to eat. How are the doggos? Your doggos seem very delightful from the pictures I've seen of them. 3 AM. Oh yeah, 3 AM. That's like late or like early, technically. Oh yeah, how is that game? It's good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm nearly done with it. I'm going to be playing it again on Tuesday on stream, and I think that'll be the finale. I think I'm close to the end. I'm really loving it. It's compared to some of the more recent Sonic games we've been getting, very, very, very happy with it. It's one of the good ones, so I'm glad about that. Let's head back, Roxas. Yeah, but wait. If we just took out the trio those card soldiers are searching for, what will they... Sora! You still haven't found them? Someone's head will roll for this. Oh, that's a grim image. All the searching in the world won't help them now. So it was the Heartless then. I think our luck beat theirs today. In the end, your curiosity paved us a shortcut. Key to carving a path through life, huh? And all the way to the grave. Cheery thought. Oh, Roxas thinks the same way I do. Now, for one last shortcut. Oh, also got an emulator. And want to try out Coded. Oh, cool. Have you ever played Recoded? Because I've played Recoded many times. Too many. Actually, that's the thing with Recoded. I played it so many times when I was younger that eventually I got tired of it and I convinced myself that the game was bad, when in reality it's just because I played it so many times that I got sick of it. And I haven't touched it in like over a decade because of it, so now I do want to play it again, because it's worn off. The truth about Namine, Vexen. They are good, always behaving. Can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not with that. Nice, I'm glad you're enjoying Scenic. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Music's good as always. The combat's fun. The story is super interesting and very lore heavy, which is very, very pleasing to me because I haven't gotten a lore heavy Sonic game in a long time. New emo. Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's an animated emo. I threw it together myself. So yeah, now you can headbang or say yes or whatever. That Hollow Knight emote is actually inspired by the highlight video I'm currently working on, which is almost done. I might be able to finish it by next week, I think. You're here early. My mission wasn't that hard. So, how are you feeling? I think I'll be okay now. That's good. Nom. I've never had sea salt ice cream. I want to have it once in my life. It's like a bucket list thing. Hey, where's Axel? I haven't seen him. Oh wow, this clock tower actually, the bells on this thing actually work. Feels like the first time they've actually rung in this entire game. It's getting late. I don't think he's coming. You want to wait a little longer? Roxas has only just got here. Okay. I've never played Recoded at all. It's not a bad game at all. Some people say it is, but I don't think so. It's got a very nothing story. The story is mostly filler up until maybe the end. It's one of the more it's actually one of the few Kingdom Hearts games that is actually somewhat skippable. I still don't recommend it for people who are getting into the series because there's still some concepts that are introduced in that game. But that doesn't mean the game is bad. The game has actually got some fun gameplay stuff in it. It's got a lot of variety too. That game has you doing all sorts of crazy stuff, so I'm interested to see what you think of it. I have a ton of nostalgia for it. I haven't played it in a very long time, but I played it a lot back in the day, and there was a lot about it I remember very vividly, but a lot I've probably forgotten as well, so I'd be interested to see what you think about it. I'll be playing it for the marathon soon, eventually, so I'm excited to re-experience it again after all this time. Headbanging Hollow Knight, yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm glad, because I've had that animated emote slot for a while and I wanted to do something with it. You and him are always there for me. Aw, I don't do anything special. Axel's the one who sticks up for us. Well, I'm just glad the two of you are in the organization with me. Yes, the organization is a pretty crappy place to work. Hope Axel turns up. Aw, you miss him. Axel's too busy hitting the books. Oh, I leveled up. Got Blizzara. 196. We're almost up to day 200. I wonder if something significant will happen on day 200. Nothing significant happened on day 100, and I was actually kind of disappointed. I don't know why. I just thought maybe something interesting might happen on day 100. That is not so. Gonna have a Blizzara. I don't have any of these. And I'll have a Cura. Maybe I have a lot of magic, so maybe I should have one of these plugged in somewhere. Actually, I think that's a wise idea. The one downside for the emulator is that I can't figure out how to turn up the sound. What emulator are you using? Because it might be the same one I'm using, because I'm using like the most common one that most people use. So we might be using the same one. Do you know what it's called? Okay, so there's double cast. Can't really fit this in here. Okay, so I got magic level 2. Doubles the level. I think that sounds good. Okay, that sounds good. I think DS Melon. Oh, I've heard of that one. That's not the one that I use because it seems to be a bit more demanding. But you can get some really, or maybe not, maybe because I'm always underestimating my my PC because it's actually a lot more powerful than I give it credit for. People keep telling me that my PC is actually pretty powerful, but I always underestimate it. So maybe I could handle that emulator. And I was actually planning on maybe looking into it when I did get to Recoded. So yeah, I don't know how that emulator works though. For me, to change the sound, I can go onto config and then sound settings, and then there's a volume slider. As for Melon though, I don't know. There's bound to be a way though. It'd be a pretty big design flaw if you couldn't adjust the sound on it. So there's bound to be a way. If that emulator has like a website, then maybe they'd have sort of I don't know, like a guide for these kinds of things. Yeah, the emulator I use is Desmume. Desmume? I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's the one I use. It seems to be the most common one most people use. But I think Melon DS, you can get some, you can like really get some really cool results with the visuals and graphics. You can really make the games pop and look even nicer. So I'd like to have a look into it when I get to Recoded. I haven't really explored how to fix it, so I'll try it out today. Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you. Okay, the frame rate is not enjoying this. We can fly! Flying is cool in this game. I think the luster wears off after a while, so we'll see when that happens. I remember when I first played this game years ago, I really enjoyed flying at first. In fact, it like blew me away because I didn't know that Neverland was even in this game, let alone the ability to fly. But then I remember it getting annoying after a while, so I don't know. Oh, damn it. Well, Melon has that too, but the sound never plays. Interesting. Maybe it's some kind of bug? Oh, god damn it. Okay, you are in my way. Oh crap, I might actually die. I've never seen Neverland in this game before. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's got its own unique music, its own unique look. I think the only location in this game's Neverland that's from a previous game is I think you get to go to Captain Hook's pirate ship, or at least the exterior of it, and it looks about the same as it does in KH1. Other than that, I think every location in this game's Neverland is unique. Which is really interesting. I wonder why they'd do that. A bug in Recoded? Never. Yeah. They put bugs in Riku. I'm quite excited for Recoded. Because I played that game so many times. The reason I played Recoded so many times is because I was always a massive Kingdom Hearts fan. But back then, I didn't have my own PS2. So I couldn't play the Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 because my older brother had a PS2. So if I ever wanted to play KH1 and 2, I'd have to ask for permission, and I wasn't able to a lot of the time. I'd still watch him play them, and that's how I experienced Kingdom Hearts when I was really little for the most part, until I was a little bit older and I actually played them myself. But because I had Recoded and it was on the DS, I could play it as much as I wanted with, because I actually owned a DS myself, it was my system. So I could play it as often as I wanted, and because I was a massive Kingdom Hearts fan, I was like, I sure made a lot of use out of being able to play as often as I wanted. And when I say as often as I wanted, I meant for it was like the only game I would play for months. We're talking I would beat the game and then immediately start a new playthrough again. And then it got to the point where I played it so many times that I got bored of it. And then I came to the conclusion that the game was bad. And some people say it is bad, but I don't think so. I think I just got tired of it from playing it too much. So now I'm a little more careful about making sure I don't play games too much. Oh, hello 13th. These turquoise marches or whatever are getting on my nerves. Ow. Thou got burnt out. Yeah, exactly. Man, I really enjoyed the game a lot, but I played it too much to the point where I decided I grew to dislike it. Okay, I think the turquoise marches are just going to keep spawning, so I'm just going to go for the big boy. But one of my biggest regrets about Recoded is that I never got the ultimate weapon, because the game has one, but I never got it. I throughout my many playthroughs, I never was able to get the ultimate weapon. I sure tried. It was too difficult for me. I was never able to get the ultimate weapon. So I'd like to see if I can do that after all these years. I still remember how you get it as well. I know the method, but I was just never able to pull it off. Oh, 13th Redeemed Shoutout, talk about a random game. Well, since I'm on the topic of Recoded, this stream is brought to you by Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Kingdom Hearts Recoded. It is a Kingdom Hearts game for the Nintendo DS. Originally, it was a remake of a Japanese mobile game, but you know, let's not think about that. It's a Kingdom Hearts game on a little bite-sized DS. It's pretty fun. It's got a very arcade feel to it. It has you playing all sorts of mini games in every world. Each world does something different. It's got the command deck system from Birth by Sleep. It's got Keyblade leveling up before Keyblade leveling up was even a thing, and it's a simple good time. It's very fillery in terms of its plot. You could skip most of the plot really and you'll be fine, but it's a decently fun Kingdom Hearts game on the side. There you go. I hope that's a sufficient shout out. How do you get it? The ultimate weapon? Well, essentially, Recoded has these things called system sectors. They're essentially these dungeons that you play through. You access them throughout the worlds, and they're essentially floor-by-floor based dungeons that you have to play through in order to unglitchify a section of the world. But to get the ultimate weapon, there is an optional system sector that you can find after beating the game in Hollow Bastion. It's 13 floors, which is a lot, also 13, you know, the magic number, where you go through all 13 floors, and at the final floor is the game's sort of super secret boss. That's really powerful and hard to beat. But not only that, while in system sectors, you get scored based on how well you do. So not only do you have to beat the dungeon, you also have to get a good score at the end. So even if you beat the secret boss, if you don't have enough points, then no ultimate weapon for you. You still need to get a certain amount of points, which is what happened to me, because I got stuck on that secret boss. And then the one time I was actually able to win, I was so distraught to find out that even though I won, I didn't have enough points to get the ultimate weapon. It was after that I came to the conclusion that I just wasn't good enough at the game to get it, and I sort of gave up. But I'm a lot better at games now than I was back then, so I reckon maybe I could do it now, after all this time. I hope. If I can beat Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 and all the data battles and whatnot, surely I can beat Recoded secret boss. Feels like it's been forever. Since what? Since we got to talk like this. Has it been that long? Time sure flies. Speaking of which, isn't this the place? Oh yeah, this is it. Here, just watch. He's trying. What are you doing, Roxas? Huh? That's so weird. I could fly before. I guess I must need that sparkly dust for it to work. Blast it all, not again? Oh. Sora flashback. Huh? I know that voice. You dig, and all I get is more Heartless. They're taking up too much of me time. We need to find that treasure before someone else does. Why, it makes my blood boil. It makes your blood darkness. I like how that Heartless is just chilling there and it's not even trying to attack him. Maybe it's because he's all darky. I don't know. Captain? Where are you going, Captain? Back to the ship. I'll blast these scurvy meddlers into oblivion. And maybe I can get back to having you dig in peace. If you say so, Captain. Oh, I didn't plug my nose when talking for Smee. Oh, that run. I love it. When you named Sora, I thought you were talking about someone else, really? I don't know anyone else by that name aside from, you know, the edgy guy you're fighting H3. What's their story? Not sure, but they mentioned something about treasure maps last time. So what, they're digging for buried gold? From the looks of it, all they're digging up is trouble. Yeah, for some reason, Heartless spring up whenever they dig. You mean Heartless are hiding in the ground? I'm not sure that's it. You got a better explanation? Look, I'm just saying, all I saw as a hole that they dug was a wooden chest full of junk. And the Heartless were in the chest? I don't know. I think maybe something else is causing them to show up. Like... Didn't something seem kinda off to you about the guy in red? Off? Off how? He was Santa. Well, right now we're just guessing. Let's start by checking the places they dug up. Who knows, maybe we'll find our targets down there taking a nap. Yeah, stranger things have happened. Maybe it's just my imagination, I suppose. You could get Sora mixed up with Noctis. I mean, their names aren't very similar, but aside from their meaning. But, you know, they sure do look similar. Well, he has a hook for a hand for starters. Yeah, that might be a bit strange. Oh, it's a little pixie. Oh, hello again. Ah, she's angry. What? Are you mad at me? Oh, because I didn't follow you to the ship before. Hey Roxas, who have we got here? I'm not sure, but we met last time I was here. I don't think she means any harm. She's the one who helped me fly. Yeah, I already saw your demonstration. It's true. Here, help me show him. Could you give me some more of that glowy stuff? Sounds kind of sketchy when you say it out loud. My favorite tsundere. Oh, Tinkerbell. What? See? I told you. How are you doing that? I can't really describe it. Once she sprinkles you, just think, I can fly, and boom. I can fly and boom, huh? Look, just give it a try. Alright. I like how they go on their tippy toes. That's such a nice touch. I'm not feeling it, Roxas. Be more like Shulk. Come on, try again. Believe me on this, Axel. Okay, I believe you. Think of a happy thought. I wonder what Axel's happy thought would be. Maybe finding the lady friend that was in the research prison place in the castle or something. Law stuff, I don't know. I can fly! I can fly! You can fly. Believe! Believe in yourself. I think she still wants me to go check out that ship. I wonder why, huh? Doesn't it belong to those guys from before? What, are they your friends? Apparently not. Then why is it so important we... Oh geez. Low poly cannonball. It's less of a cannonball and more of a cannon pentagon. Yeah, what was that? Oh god, Hook's face will never not give me nightmares. Man, sometimes the characters look okay in the DS polygon quality. I don't think Hook is one of those people. It's got a nightmare fuel face. No offense. Fire! Fire at will! Blow the Heartless right to Davy Jones' locker. Ah, Davy Jones' locker. Sora will be going there in KH3. This is basically foreshadowing. Aye aye, sir. Ew, what is that? I know, apparently it's supposed to be Captain Hook, but it looks like a freak of nature. They're attacking us? No, I think they've just mistaken us for Heartless. Great. Hey, wait up! Phew. Roxas, are you nuts? Get back here. Get back here, my child. That's an order. But we don't know what she's after. The mission comes first. Let's find those artful flyers. Oh, alright. I think Roxas's desire to go help out Tinkerbell might be a bit of his Sora showing. Or maybe Roxas is just a good guy. Keep your eyes open. I don't want to have to scrape you off a cannonball. It's Hook, they put bugs in him! No! They put bugs in him. He's been bugged. I believe it. We've been in the datascape this whole time. That'd be a twist. That's why everyone looks like a JPEG. What's interesting about this world is that every mission has you going to a different part of Neverland. Before we were on that like random like massive island, and now we're just in like this rocky area. These water type enemies? The uncanny horror. Man, if that's what bugs do to you, then jeez. Recoded actually used to freak me out, kinda. I remember when I first heard about Recoded, I saw like the beginning of a Let's Play of it on YouTube. Because I'd only just heard of it and I was like, oh, this is interesting, Kingdom Hearts game on the DS, what's that about? So I looked at it, I watched the first little bit of like a Let's Play, it was like a no commentary one though. And the beginning of that game, or at least once you get control of Sora, or Data Sora rather, it's the beginning of the game is very similar to Kingdom Hearts 1. Intentionally, because the concept of Recoded is essentially if Kingdom Hearts 1 was all digitized. Oh god, Neverland is causing a lot of frame drops in this game. That actually sounds familiar. I think this was also the case on the DS as well. I don't think it's the emulator, I think it's the original game was also like this on actual DS. But the yeah, Recoded's beginning is very similar to Kingdom Hearts 1 with the whole dream sequence thing. And it freaked me out because, like, it was cool at first because it's like KH1 but on DS. But then there's a point where a mysterious guy in the organization cloak shows up and beckons Sora to follow him. And for some reason that scared the hell out of me because I was like, that's not supposed to happen. And that really freaked me out. I was easily freaked out, I think. Even now, I think I'm kind of easily freaked out. Uncanny. Watch out for the cannon hexagons. Yeah, I'm getting hit by them. We don't have enough polygons in order to make them actual cannonballs, so they have to work with what they got. Neverland is causing more frame drops than any other world in this game so far. Tinkerbell's gonna be so mad when she finds out we're not following her. I wonder if she'll just refuse to let us fly the next time we run into her. Whoops, I missed. God damn it. Ow! Flying is a little bit strange in this game because the controls are a bit different. I mean, I am using a PS4 controller on a DS game, so maybe that's why it's confusing me. Because in KH1, I'm used to pressing circle to fly, and then circle is to rise, and square is to descend. But in this game, it's square to start flying, circle to descend, and square to ascend, so it's flipped and it's confusing. Also, I just wanted to point out the fact that this game makes it so that dropped items hover on the water, when Neverland in Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't do that. Which was always really annoying, so it's really glad that they fixed that in this game. So that item boxes hover on the water. Because it was so annoying in KH1 when items would drop but they'd fall into the water and you just couldn't get them. I really like the Neverland music in this game. I mean, out of all the Neverland themes in the series, I think this might be my least favourite, but it's still really good. I really like the Birth by Sleep version, but I think the KH1 version of Neverland's theme is my favourite. It just sounds the most piratey, I think. Rest in peace all those items in KH1. I know! Especially because there's a rare Heartless that spawns outside Captain Hook's ship that flies around. And you know, they're pretty difficult to beat because you have to do it quickly before they run away. But even if you manage to defeat them, there's a chance that the item they drop will just fall in the water and you can't get it anyway. It's so unfair. I'm surprised that they didn't consider that. Just simply making it so that the item drops hover on the water is you know, that would have fixed the issue. I'm surprised they didn't think of how unfair that was. Yeah, unless having items hover on the water would have been difficult to code for whatever reason, but I kind of doubt it. They did it in this game after all. Also, one detail I like, even though this is on the DS, they still got the visual details, where you can, if you're on the water, you can see like the ripples on the water as they glide along it. That's a really nice touch. You know, I'd expect that from like KH1, but you know, this is a DS game, and the water looks like a flat JPEG, but they still got the little waves on it when you're flying on there. Can they walk on water? It kind of looks like it if you look at it from— ow! If you look at it from a certain angle. No, they're just sort of hovering on it. I walk on water. I can't believe that you resubbed at the beginning of this stream, Yoshito. I can't believe it's been a month since the 1 year. That's— time really does fly. That's crazy. So, I've already mentioned it before, but after I'm done playing Days, I'm going to take a short break from the Kingdom Hearts Marathon to play a different game, and then resume the Kingdom Hearts Marathon after that game is done. And I'm still deciding what game to do. I think I'll have a sort of vote on the Discord. But games like Spider-Man, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7, games like that I'd like to stream. So if any of you have a preference, let me know, because I want to hear what people think, because I have a difficult time making decisions. Who's Yoshito? Oh, it's Yochitos. I say Yoshito because that's what his name used to be before I changed it, and I'm just used to calling him that. Also, it's very similar names, so I don't really see the harm, but... I mean, if Yoshito, if you'd rather you have me call you Yochitos, since that's your actual name, just let me know and I'll try and get into the habit of doing that. It's just I refer to you as Yoshito now because it's what I'm used to. But if you'd rather I didn't, just let me know. And Heartless are definitely getting more tanky. Yoshito is fine? Okay. If it's ever not fine, don't hesitate to let me know, because I can try and get into the habit of referring to you by your actual username. It's what I'm used to. And they sound kind of similar if you say them out loud. Okay, that's mission complete. There aren't any treasure chests in this mission. So let's leave. I thought you were talking about Square Enix developer or something. I think that is someone with a similar name in Square Enix. Now I think about it. My brother-in-law's friend would always call me Cheetos or Yochitos during voice chat gaming. Oh, I see. It's a good nickname, though. Mission accomplished. And what a strange mission it was. Yeah, we're still being nuked at right here. At least you give them points for trying. And they just get shot right now. Because they're just kind of standing around while cannons are flying around them. I wonder if she's okay. Oh, your tiny friend? Yeah, maybe we should have gone with her. Well, you know, Roxas, you've completed your mission, you know. You have some downtime, surely you can go check it out if you really want to. I don't think we had much choice. We're not getting anywhere near that ship today. Oh yeah, he'll probably get blown up trying. Cheer up, she looked pretty determined. She'll be fine. Yeah, I guess so. Tinkerbell looked very sassy. Come on, let's RTC. I like how they say RTC a lot in this game when referring to returning to castle, because it's an acronym. They never say the acronym RTC in the Days movie, though. Oh, it's Pete. Those blockheads are actually digging. My plan's going perfectly. Hey, I don't think Pete has ever been to Neverland outside of this game. That's interesting. No? That's weird. Where'd the Heartless go? Did Pete shove Heartless inside the boxes? You think that sparkly dust would work in other worlds? I don't know about that. Wow, you two sure flew through your mission. Flew through your mission? Ha 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 ha. Wink wink. If only you knew. Shion. Sorry I'm late. Had my hands full today. So, I was about to tell you, today me and Axel actually flew.
Huh?
You flew? Yeah, there's this sparkly dust that makes it possible. I was wondering why you two look so happy. Lucky. What's wrong? Did something happen again? A little curiosity, in the Italian version, Tinkerbell is called Trilly. Oh, that's a nice name, actually. I like that. I almost prefer that over Tinkerbell. I always think of Roller Coaster Tycoon when they say RTC. Although it would be Roller Tycoon Coaster. Unless RTC is an acronym that's used in that game. I've never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. What's it like? I don't actually know anything about it. I know it's about roller coasters and I think you build them, but I don't know what else the game's really like aside from that. I've never played any of them. No, it's nothing. Open up about your feelings, Shion. Oh my god, we jumped past day 200! Anomaly.
You seem to be struggling.
And nobody is interfering, I think.
And nobody.
I keep trying to piece his memory back together. But what if some of the pieces got lost? There would be no way for me to finish. If that happened, and they found their way into someone else, he'd never get them back.
Oh, I think he can do without a memory or two.
But what if he needs those memories in order to wake up?
Aww.
What if they're the key?
She's not so small anymore. I mean, she's still small, but she's not as small.
Power over Sora's memories, and those connected to him. Are you seeing something I cannot?
If his memories become her memories, she will never survive it.
She?
It's a very mellow game on completing scenario challenges and of course creating your own theme park. Oh, interesting. And you can drown people too. Yeesh. Sounds like a real hoot, actually. What you got for me today, Mughal? Prestige gear. Nimble gear? Phantom gear? Chrono gear? Dual gear? Nah, I think I'm happy with the Keyblade I have. I'm gonna add in an extra fire. I need to give myself more magic, because that's where the real damage is. And the enemies are getting tankier. Let's chat with Demix. Hey Roxas, pop quiz. Hotshot, let's see how you are at recon. Uncover all the Heartless in Mission 52. They're well hidden. Just make sure to examine any spot that looks suspicious. Let me know when you're done so I can get Syx off my case, or so I can reward you. Wow, nice going, you found them all. Here, take this man. Gotta earn back some karma after pushing my work on you. Ah, at least he feels somewhat bad about it. Or maybe not. Hey, Roxas, I hear it's you and Demix today. Good luck with that. I don't know, I kinda like Demix. I'm sending you a Demix today. Try to inspire him to him a little of your work ethic. So they want me to be a good influence on Demix. Heartless duty again today? I keep telling him I'm not cut out for this stuff. This time we're after a specific target. Sayek said it was strong. Yeah, is it too late to go home? It's because I'm partnered up with you, I keep getting saddled with these combat missions. Wanna split up and search like last time? You crazy? And risk actually finding that thing? I'm not finding it alone. Then let's move out. Taking orders from the child. Yeah, I love that game. Its 2D graphics, quirky music, and easy to learn mechanics can easily spend you hours in the game. This is for Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. RCT 3 is alright, with its 3D, but it loses its charm in the process. Oh, interesting. Kinda like Pokemon? At least with the 3D losing charm. Yeah, interesting. I've never really considered even playing them. I know they're pretty popular. So I've heard of a lot of people who really like them, but I've never really considered playing them before. I might look into it. I'm not really the, like, I guess, creative type in that way. I mean, creativity comes in many a form, I like to say, but, I don't know, games like that, I don't know if I'm exactly cut out for it, but I don't know. If there's like challenges and like objectives to meet, then maybe it is more for me. Okay, Demix. Do the dance water dance. I know you have it in you. Yeah, like Pokemon. You're getting a lot of mileage out of that Hollow Knight emote. I'm quite glad. Yeah, a lot of people prefer it when Pokemon had the pixel graphics. But then when they transitioned to 3D, it just wasn't as good. I think people did like the 3D at first, but then it sort of wore off. I like the pixel graphics too, but I don't know if I'm that bothered. I will say that the Pokemon series does have a different feel without the pixel graphics. Maybe it would be interesting if I don't know, like, pixel art can look fantastic and really high quality. Especially, there are a lot of games that have like really high quality pixel art these days. I would like to see Pokemon go back to pixel art, but like have really high quality pixel art. I don't know how, that's probably very unlikely to happen. Especially because they'd have to like make pixel art for every single Pokemon and animate it. So, don't know how likely that will be. Probably not at all. They've transitioned this series into 3D. I think 3D is there to stay. I'm gonna stay out here and guard the exit. Yeah, nobody's exiting on my watch, except maybe me. Roxas just does not respond. He's like, yeah, that's about what I expected. Actually, yeah, certain scenarios you need to be creative on their restrictions, such as ride height restrictions, cannot dig underground or have certain people / park value / rating by the end of certain years. That sounds interesting, actually. If there's like objectives and restrictions, that might keep my attention a lot more. Because if it's solely a game where you just sort of make things and make your own fun and all that stuff, then those games tend to not grab me as much as I want them to. It's why I don't play Minecraft. It's because it's a make your own fun kind of game. If I got a goal to work towards, then that's more my jam. I've been waiting for you, kid. Today's the big day, huh? Big day? Don't worry, I already got you signed up for the games. The games! Now you just gotta go in there and put all that training to use. But, alright. Very, It's very coincidental that Roxas happened to be assigned a mission to Olympus Coliseum on the same day the games happened to be starting. Maybe Syax knew. Maybe, I guess they do recon, so maybe they'd know when the games start. So like, ooh, Heartless. I do play Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft, I see the appeal, and I want to like Minecraft, but I don't think it's my kind of game. I do want to try Minecraft someday. I've never played it, but I know a lot about it. I actually considered maybe trying Minecraft for the first time on stream at some point. Like just to mess around and try it for the first time. I think that might be fun to do on stream. Because Lord knows everyone knows about Minecraft, but I've just never played it. Could be fun. They're holding the games today, and the only way I can search the Colosseum is by entering. Snap out of it, kid. I need you sharp out there. Just tell me when you're ready. Yup. I can help you on Minecraft if you want. I mean, yeah, if I ever decide that I want to give Minecraft a shot, then I'd be happy to have like, you know, I don't know how multiplayer works in Minecraft. I assume you can like make a world and then you can have people join your world. Yeah, I'd be happy to like let people in chat hop into the world and, you know, mess around with me. I think if I were to play Minecraft, I'd be more likely to want to try out the survival stuff over the creative stuff. Just because, again, I'd prefer it if I had more of a goal. All set? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, head into the Colosseum. Just remember, my surefire way to win, 2 words. Never, ever lose. That's very handy advice. Oh yes, there are plenty of... Oh, Sora. Oh yes, there are plenty of goals. There's a YouTube called Marcel Voss that gives you a lot of helpful advice on RCT2. You entering some kind of contest, Roxas? Sort of. These games are the only way I can get inside the Colosseum right now. Ah, I follow you. I wish you would. Roxas got the sass. Oh, these are actually the games. You actually be competing in the games right now. That's kind of cool. At least it's not like the games in Birth by Sleep that have a time limit. Oh, and then just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, Heartless don't drop HP or money when you defeat them in the games. Oh, he does the little victory animation thing. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember that. You can play Minecraft for free with T-Launcher? I'm not sure, but you can make your own Minecraft server for free, huh? I don't know how Minecraft works at all. Entering into the games is like kind of nostalgic. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was absolute bullcrap. What the hell? That move where they pick you up is so nonsense. But yeah, about Roller Coaster Tycoon, I might look into it a bit more. Ow. Stop! Are you kidding me? That move where they pick you up is so broken. Oh man, these Heartless were already annoying before they had one-shot moves. Stop! I don't. There's like. There's not. There's nothing I can do when they grab me. Ow. Yeet. I'd rather they yeet than pick me up. Oh my god. I cannot stand it. I knew these ghosts would be the most like annoying Heartless in the game. Holy crap. These Heartless were already annoying in Kingdom Hearts 1. They somehow made them even worse. I didn't think it was possible. There you go. That's what you deserve. There we go. Yikes. Well, I do really like the victory pose. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Pixel? I'm feeling the anger. No, they're shooting yellow at me. Oh my. The game is certainly getting harder. Okay, I gotta take out that cannon. I am so glad that these matches aren't timed. Anger and hate are supreme. Anger and hate are soup. I mean, Syax probably, oh no, Xemnas, rather, probably has his own brand of soup called Anger and Hate. And then a little subtitle saying, our soup. Anger and Hate soup. It's probably the dumbest joke I've ever made. And that's saying something. God, they got so much health. Also, they keep shooting cheese balls at me. Spicy hot flavor soup. Yeah. Darkness flavored soup. Nobody flavored soup. Which just tastes like nothing. Supreme, the brand? Is that actually the name of an actual brand? I don't know soup brands. I'm getting sick of the cheese ball attack. Yeesh. It's a shame Roxas's Keyblade doesn't show up in this. Sora! I like that. Hey, that's what I put in my desserts. Anger, stress, hate, everyone loves them. Well, you're the professional, I guess I'll take your word for it. Ow! Oh my god. I'm using everything I got. Nothingness flavor, yeah. Heart flavor. Okay, it's immune to fire. Good to know. I missed. I just expected to hit it with a barrel. Ow. Oh, it's down. Oh, no fire. Won't work. There we go. It sounded like a Pokemon? Did it make a noise? I wish I'd heard it. It looked like it could be a Pokemon. You're doing great, kid. Win the next match and the title's yours. Right. I don't know how much about the guy you're up against in the finals, but... Oh, was it Hades? From the look of him, I'd say he's been through a few fights. Who is it? I have no idea. Stay sharp. I will. Wonder who he's up against. You've come this far. Don't let anybody else walk out of here with your title. Remember, I'm expecting stuff from you, kid. Expecting? You mean you order me to win? Order you? What are you talking about? It means I have faith that you can win. Faith. Does not compute. Yeah, it sounded like a Pokemon. Ah, I've got to go back, look back and check that. Right, now go out there and knock some heads. Who are we up against? It can't be Cloud. I don't remember Cloud being in this game. He's in Recoded. It's not Auron. I would remember seeing DS Auron. Oh, is it Demix? Hey there, kiddo. Huh? Oh, it's Zigbar. Oh, this feels familiar. Looks like you're doing pretty well here. Zigbar, what are you... Don't try and tell me you're a trainee too? As if. I just dropped in to see how our little wannabe hero is doing. I care about your future, Roxas. He does care about Roxas's future. Everything that Zigbar says is super suspicious. Now that we know who he really is, when he says, I care about your future, Roxas, it sounds even more sketch. Just dropped in? You could have told me you were entering. Try to make it look real, Roxas. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. He's gonna do his reload. I know how to fight you. Oh, I can't deflect his lasers. What a rip. That's like the most fun aspect about fighting him. Clever little sneak. Oh, he does the reload. Oh cool, I killed him. He's getting some practice in from when he has to fight Sora later. Oh, nostalgia! Oh, god armor. Oh, that's weird. They, in that little flashback bit with Sora there, the background was Traverse Town, which makes sense because, you know, that's where he fought guard armor. But that's kind of interesting because Traverse Town does not exist anywhere within this game, aside from that little scene, obviously. So they had to like model that little portion of the 3rd district just for that little scene. That's interesting. Hey, is that the... Well, looks like our target's here. Uh-oh, looks like the finals just got postponed. Hey, forget about the match. Just find someplace safe while I go get Herc. Go get Jankules. Well, Roxas, ready to show me what we've learned? You not gonna help? Yeah, literally that's my expression to that. Shock. Oh my god! Sora flashback. I love this detail, it's so cool. Why can't I hit the damn thing? I was too busy looking at the Sora flashback. I'm too busy looking at the Sora version to... Wow, they really modeled that little portion of Traverse Town. I kind of want to like look around. Wow, they really modeled that little bit of the 3rd district just for these little flashback things. Okay, I wasted all my magic coming up to this point, so I'm not working with a whole lot. It copies your Roxas. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool touch. Oh crap. I have no magic. Why does my attacks keep bouncing off it? Okay, I can hit its limbs now. It's cool to see the guard armor fight in DS quality. I mean, you do fight guard armor in Recoded, but it's not the same. It's not a traditional Kingdom Hearts fight in Recoded. Damn it, I just wasted my limit break on that. My attacks keep bouncing off it. Also, I'm doing pitiful chip damage. Could you stop bouncing off? If I can just get rid of one of his limbs, that will just make the fight a bit easier. Okay, this is low-key kind of infuriating. Okay, that's one hand. I'm in my gamer stance. Oh, it grew back its hand. How fun. What's the point of me being able to defeat them? Maybe hitting it from behind works better. Ah, it kind of does work better if I hit him from behind. Oh dear. He's stomping. Wow, these boots were made for stomping. Okay, there we go. I killed all your limbs. Oh, is he going to start doing his spin top Beyblade attack? Yep, he's doing it. Now I have a thought bubble on my head. I hope he's happy.
Nice try.
You're finished. Got him. That was I don't think I've ever struggled with a guard armor fight quite that much. Mission complete. What was Zigbar's mission then? Because Demyx and Roxas were sent here to take out that Heartless, so why was Zigbar here? Not bad. Our little Roxas is growing up so fast. Are you making fun of me? As if. That was a compliment. Are we just gonna leave Demyx here? I'll see you back home. Oh no, he's just leaving. Nice work out there, man. Demyx, you were here? Why didn't you come and help? I was cheering you on. Can you hear me? Give me an R. Give me an... Do you know how to spell? You blind? That wasn't part of the games. Right? What a shocker to find out Zigbar was the other finalist. Yeah. What's up with that? I can't imagine he was here on a mission. Can never tell what that guy is thinking. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe he just wanted an excuse to fight me, to test me. No way, man. I wouldn't read into it too deep. I would. Besides, the mission's over, right? All's well that ends well, man. I guess so, but... Anyway, I'm B. Let's call it a day. How come Demyx gets the coat with the spiky shoulder pads? There are a few different kinds of organization coats. Demyx gets the one with the spiky shoulder pads. And Roxas gets the ones with the big shoes and the trousers. Hurry, Herc, you gotta take out the Heartless that crashed the... Huh? What Heartless, Phil? Where'd it go? And where's Roxas? Roxas? Who's that? The new trainee you scouted. I've been talking about him for days now. Good learner. Shows a lot of promise. Ring any bells? Yeah, I remember what you said, but the guy I scouted wasn't named Roxas. Huh? And he said it would take him a while to get here. He's probably still on his way. Huh, I wonder who Hercules is talking about. What? But then... Who have I been training? Huh, I wonder who Herc scouted out then. Probably no one important. Munch. Hey, Shion. Get here early? Yeah, breezed right through my mission. She's seeming less depressed now. So, how'd your day go? Ugh, you'll never believe what Zigbar did. Psychotic breakdown. Hey! Oh, Shion, what are you doing here? Well, what? Do you want me to leave? Sheesh. Aw, she's Angie. Her little portrait. That's why Phil refused to talk in KH3, because he was just too blown away. Yeah. It was very strange how... Because Phil is such a talkative character, and he has such an iconic voice. So him not talking in KH3 was very strange. I mean, I know why he doesn't, but it's still very strange. I hope that if Olympus Coliseum comes back, I hope that Phil doesn't shut up just to make up for it. It does seem like Olympus Coliseum might be coming back. Come on, that's not what I meant. Nom, nom. Hey, Axel? Uh-huh. You've been to Castle Oblivion, right? Yep. Axel's seeming very distant when it comes to Shion. What's it like? The organization uses it as a research facility. Seems like people are getting sent there all the time, especially you. But they never send me or Roxas. Well, they probably just don't need you there, that's all. Nom. Maybe. I gotta go. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh no! Man, maybe sitting on top of a giant clock tower isn't seeming such a good idea now. Are you feeling alright? Maybe you need to rest. No, it's nothing like that. I've got it! Huh? Got what? Let's go to the beach next time we get a day off.
Huh?
The beach? Where did that come from? What? Don't you want to go someplace different for a change? So it would just be the three of us? Yeah, exactly. I'll join you if I can. The dot dot dot, many dots. Sometimes I don't know how to interpret the dot dot dot. Maybe it's just more like the absence of words it represents. I don't know. Generic anime headache. Not the anime headaches. That happens a lot, doesn't it? I'll join you if I can. I already read that. Of course you can, Shion. You'll have a blast, trust me. We can make sand castles and we can bury Axel in the sand. Well, alright, sure, let's do it. You're not going to the beach anytime soon. They do eventually get to go to the beach at the end of KH3, and Xion collects shells with Namine, and it's freaking adorable. $225. We're many a days in. Okay, I used up all my items on that mission. Okay, I've got a Firaga now. Double cast. Curious. Can't fit it. Oh wow, Shion's actually sitting down on the sofa for once. Ah. She continues to ... What's she doing? She holding something? No, she's just sitting. Or she thinking. She's just sort of like doing, She think, like Winnie the Pooh. You ever do challenges, Roxas? They're good training. Try out the Mission 58 challenge for starters. Come holler once you got at least one challenge sigil on it. Mission 58 challenge. Well, if Axel tells me to do it, then I sure do want to do it. I never do the challenges because I don't progress, but... Hey, did you happen to get all the treasure in Mission 51? If you haven't, would you mind, please? Whoa, you got all the treasure chests. Thanks, man. I hate to push my luck, but Sykes gave me a special mission. Think you could handle that too? I'm sure he'd be happier to have you take it too. Just ask him. Wow. Pushing his work on me. Just chilling. Yeah, everyone chilling. This is like a cool little room. I like how you can chat up with the organization members before you go on your mission. It's nice. And they have a lot of interesting things to say most of the time. And they give you little challenges. It's pretty cool. Mission 58 challenge. Give that a shot. How hard could it be? Mission 58 challenge? I don't have it. I don't have the Mission 58 challenge. Maybe I need to unlock it. Mission 58. Here we are, Neverland, Artful Flyers. Oh, this is the mission we did earlier. I didn't get the challenge sigil in this mission, so I'll do it. Because if I don't do Axel's little challenge, I might never get the chance again. I don't really know how it works, but I don't want to risk missing out on it, so... Secret mission, yeah. I mean, the rewards that the organization members give you for doing their little side challenges, honestly, they're nothing special, but you never know. Okay, where could the challenge sigil be? Okay, the music went. Okay, there it is. The music was gone for a sec there. Ooh, is that it? I see a little pixel. There it is. Unity badge, that's what I want. It's chasing me. Ooh. Okay, can I leave the mission? Okay, cool. I get to keep it even though I don't finish the mission. Okay, now I should be able to try the challenge. No. It's still not here. What? Oh, wait a minute. It's because I'm only looking at Twilight Town. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, Artful Flyers earn lots of heart points. Take 30% more damage, deal 30% less damage. This challenge sounds like a bunch of frickin' butt. I don't know if I'm into this. It's already a mission that I don't really like much, and also they just somehow made it worse. So Axel's really asking a lot of me this time. Usually when the organization members give me these little side challenges, and more often than not, I've already done them. But no, Axel was like, here, Roxas, you're my friend, but I'm going to give you an unbearably annoying mission anyway. Oh, God. Cat's pack is okay. Is it though? This damage sucks. And I have to apparently earn lots of heart points. So I'm probably going to have to defeat most, if not all, the Heartless in this mission, and I'm quite excited for the Kingdom Hearts Marathon for when I get to Dream Drop Distance. Which may seem kind of random, but I've always had a soft spot for Dream Drop Distance. And I'm also excited because that game has, you know, the Dream Eaters in it, which is essentially Kingdom Hearts equivalent of Pokemon. And I want to have everyone in chat nickname the Dream Eaters for me, as I do with Pokemon. I think that'd be fun. Typically when I play Dream Drop Distance, I usually just give them their default names. But for a stream, I think it'd be fun if I had people in the chat weigh in and give name suggestions. I think that'd be funny. Also, I might get more attached to them that way. I was just thinking, I wonder if it's possible to do a Nuzlocke with Dream Eaters, but that's technically already a thing, because if Dream Eaters die, they're dead for good. Oh my good lord. Not only is the amount of damage I'm doing absolute butt, but the game is lagging like crazy. Oh, Mitch, subscribe for 12 months on a 9-month streak. That's an entire year worth of subbering. Wow, congratulations for the full year. Have an applause. Have a bunch of have a bunch of these Hollow Knights as a as a thank you. But how are you today? Thank you for the 12 months. That's really cool. We have Kingdom Hearts Pokemon and Final Fantasy Pokemon. Yeah, if you're referring to World of Final Fantasy, I bloody love that game. I'm gonna play it again soon. I don't know if that's the game you're referring to, but World of Final Fantasy is essentially Final Fantasy meets Pokemon. It's pretty fun. Happy anniversary, yeah. I'm doing better than I used to be, thanks. Oh, great. That's good to hear. Ow. Right, okay, so I'm making progress. I have to defeat basically every Heartless I come across. At least the music's good. That's something. Oh my god, they have so much health. Why? Why is it like this? They can stand on the water. How handy would it be if they hit the water they just instantly die? That would be so fun. Ow. Yeah, Sora power. I mean, we're not actually playing as Sora, we're playing as good old Roxas. Rucksack. But I guess he does hold a bit of Sora's power, I suppose, so I guess you're not incorrect. I'm really glad I put together that Hollow Knight emote. It was more difficult to put together than I thought it'd be. So I'll tell you my process for how I got the Hollow Knight animated emote. Because it was more complicated than I thought it'd be. And maybe I could have done it in an easier way, but this is how I did it. So I got a software called Sprite. It's a little software that you can use for making sprites and animated sprites. Also, hi Predator. Hello, it's been a while. But yeah, I used Sprite. I used it a lot in college, so I was pretty familiar with how the program works, or software works, application, I suppose. I found the Hollow Knight sprite sheet online, and I got a picture of it, and I put it into Sprite, and then I took out the frames of animation that I wanted to make the Hollow Knight headbang, like he does, and then I put those frames together in an animation, had them loop, and then that was that. So yeah, if you ever want to do pixel animation, I'd recommend giving Sprite a go. You can, because it's I think you can get it on Steam, I think, and it's pretty easy to learn. Because I learned how to use it in college, and I used it a lot for the, because I was doing a game design course, and I needed to make my own sprites. I mean, I didn't need to, but I wanted to, so I made a lot of my own sprites for the games I made. And it was really fun to make sprites, actually. It was probably the most fun process, most fun part of the process for me, making the sprites. Sora with an X, yeah. As close to Sora as you could get. Good to know. So now I know that I can make my own animated emotes through the use of Sprite if I ever need to. Which is good information to know. So if I ever get any more animated emote slots, because I only have the one for now, if I ever get any more, I have that as an option. Because I can't animate through other means. I don't have any other animation software and I'm not a very good artist, so using sprites is optimal compromise. Also, I was spinning. How are you today? I'm doing good. I'm quite tired because I've been streaming a lot this week because Sonic Frontiers came out, so I've been playing it in a marathon-esque fashion like all week. I streamed for like 7.5 hours on Tuesday when the game came out, and then I streamed the following day for a few hours, and then I streamed it again yesterday for almost 6 hours. And I also streamed Pokemon the day before that, so this is my 5th stream this week. So I'm actually quite tired, if I'm honest. I'm a little bit drained right now. But I wanted to stream some of this game this week because I wanted to make more progress. I want to fix my emotes, or at least make one animated. All of them are my dogs, but 3 of them seem small for an emote. Yeah, getting the size right is tricky. And getting one to be animated might be tricky. Yeah, I had an animated emote slot for a while, and I just didn't know what I wanted. You got to be careful about the sizing because you want to make sure it's a good size. It's because you can't have emotes that are too detailed, because otherwise it will be hard to see. Because they're only small little things. But you want them to be good too, so it's difficult to get the good balance. I'm doing good today. Well, that's good to know, Predator. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, it died. Okay, I need to kill more Artful Flyers. This mission is but... This mission is a bunch of ding-dong. Not a fan. Oh, Axel's spinning. Okay. I don't know why I'm going through all this effort to do this mission. I think it is partial OCD that I just want to do all the organization side quests. Also, I might get something super good out of it, who knows? Odds are I won't. In the past I haven't, so... yeah. But, I don't know, maybe... I mean, Axel's the one who gave me the mission, and he's my best buddy, so maybe he'll give me something good for it. I won't hold my breath too much, though. Okay, that was weird. Roxas just paused in the mid-air. Axel, why would you put us through this torture? You're having to endure this as well. It kind of makes me wonder why he even gave me this mission if he's going to join me as well. Maybe he thought it'd be fun, but then he didn't realize how painful it would be. Hey, I got a sigil. I might as well go for all 3 if I'm gonna... I might as well commit to it now. You better get something good, oh yeah. If I don't, Axel's fired. I wonder if you can get fired from the organization. I mean, I guess that's what getting turned into a dusk is. That's essentially you getting fired. I might have mentioned it before, but getting turned into a dusk is a pretty terrifying punishment. Oh, I've got Firaga. I wonder if it's any good. Yeah, it's kinda okay. I set him on fire. Oh, crap. You're gonna be sad, Pixel? Are you sure? What if Axel gives me something super amazing, though? Like the ultimate weapon. This game doesn't have an ultimate weapon. But imagine. Ow. I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have an ultimate weapon. I remember trying to Google it once, but it never came up. So this game doesn't actually have one, I don't think. But you do get to dual wield Oathkeeper and Oblivion. So I think that's good enough. Okay, I've got 2 sigils. Okay, now, so I've done the mission, I've got 2 sigils, so I might as well go for that 3rd sigil since I'm here. And since I hate myself or something. I just need to collect a few more heart points, and then I'll get the 3rd sigil, because I can spend these sigils on special rewards. Because I never do challenges, I might as well, since I'm here, I might as well go for all 3. Axel has the job to fire the Organization 30 members. That is technically true. And we say fire in the most literal way. He literally fires them. He fires at them. He flames them. Snaps his fingers and they're gone. Vexen dying is kind of funny though. Axel was kind of like an assassin in Chain of Memories. So you literally be killing them all behind the scenes. Where are the rest of the Heartless? You know what's funny? In this game, if you're in the multiplayer mode and you play as Donald, if you fly or glide with Donald in the multiplayer mode, he flaps his wings, because you know he's a duck. It's kind of funny. Actually, I wonder if I've unlocked Donald and Goofy in the multiplayer mode yet. That might be worth looking into. If you could play as Pluto in the multiplayer mode, then you'd be having my attention. Oh no, they're throwing bubbles at me! Not the bubbles. Oh god, there's so many bubbles on the screen that it's causing the game to lag. I'm pretty sure it's not my PC or the emulator. I think it's just the DS. I'm pretty sure the DS playing this game on the actual DS lagged a lot every now and then as well. Anyway, I did the mission. Woo, let's go. Now, give me something good, Axel. I leveled up, so that's something. I at the very least leveled up from doing that. So it wasn't a massive waste of time. It was only a partial waste of time. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm level 31. I'm gonna have another high either. Okay, Axel, give me the goods, and it better be good. Hey, nice going. You cleared that challenge. With those skills, you could probably handle a few missions from Psyx. I'll put in a good word for you. He gave me a mission. Oh, joy. Oh, you really shouldn't have. I told you, sad pixel. Yeah, that's great. He gives me more work. Woohoo, love that. And I don't even have enough sigils to get a new prize. Oh, haste. That's actually kind of cool. A mission for a mission? Yeah. I don't know what makes them think that giving me more work to do is a suitable reward for my efforts. Roxas, in light of your excellent performance, we have decided to award you a new rank. The Heartless grow ever more powerful. Take this, just in case. Powering out limit breaks. Install a final limit panel to increase your limit break's true power. It also causes the white line in your HP gauge to rebound, increasing how long limit break lasts. Now there is a suitable reward. Take notes, Axel. That's how you do it. Because that sounds really cool. Final limit? I'm having that. So is there an ultimate weapon? I'm pretty sure there's not in this game. You get to dual wield Oathkeeper and Oblivion once you unlock both of those keyblades. So I kind of consider that this game's ultimate weapon in a way, because I think it's pretty powerful. But there isn't really an ultimate weapon in this one, which is it makes this game one of the few Kingdom Hearts games that doesn't have one. Because KH1 has one, so does Chain of Memories, so does KH2. Birth by Sleep does, one for each character. Dream Drop Distance has one, Recoded has one, KH3 has one. Melody of Memory doesn't, but I'd hardly count it. So this is like one of the few Kingdom Hearts games that doesn't have an ultimate weapon. Unless it does and I just haven't found out about it, but I'm pretty sure I would have seen that. Because I'm sure I've googled it many times. I have more work for you. Depart as soon as you're ready. Eliminate the Carrier Ghost, Shadow Globs, Emerald, Serenade. I'll fight some Shadow Globs. That sounds like a fun time. I don't know what the Shadow Globs are. Are they weird? Oh, it was Shion. Okay, I can go for some time with Shion. Shadow globs are just globby darkness. It's very bizarre. So in Kingdom Hearts 4 there's a lamp on the table. That's new. Has that always been there? Ooh. I'm pretty sure that's never been there. Why is there a lamp on the table? Trying to spruce the place up? It's obtained through the Moogle shop? 255 sigils. Wait, an ultimate weapon? Really? No. There's an ultimate weapon in this game? Well, is that actually an ultimate weapon? Wait. Are you for real? Did you look that up? Could you send a link on the Discord or something? Because, you know, I said for the Kingdom Hearts marathon that I'd be getting the ultimate weapon in every game. I didn't think Days had one. Yes, it's really an ultimate weapon? I didn't think this game had one. Wait, hold the phone. Oh, right, you just sent the link on the Discord. This better not be some kind of hoax. I want to know what it looks like. Transfer awarding for Rosa David the animal the 1 to 3 blah blah blah. Yeah, challenge sigils. Okay. Moogle shop. Ultima weapon? No, no way. Ultima weapon ability is an ability. It takes the form of an ability panel. It raises the strength of the user's equipped weapon. Ultima weapon isn't a keyblade, it's an ability panel that you can equip onto your keyblade to make it more powerful. But I guess it's more or less the same kind of thing. It's essentially this game's equivalent of an Ultima weapon. In which case, I suppose I'll have to get that. If I'm actually, you know, committing to getting all the Ultima weapons in every game, I guess I'm getting that, huh? Yeah, it's not an official Ultima weapon because it's not a keyblade. It's just an attachment for a keyblade. Did I have more work for you? So it's not a keyblade? No, it's not a keyblade. It's a ability panel that just powers up whatever keyblade you attach it to. So it's a little bit confusing. But it's still called the Ultima Weapon. It's very obviously supposed to be this game's Ultima Weapon equivalent. So I could get it. Here's the thing though, the thing about getting challenge sigils is that, I mean, you don't have to since it's not technically a keyblade. I suppose. I guess I'd be able to sleep at night if I didn't get it. Here's what I'll give it. Here's what I'll say though. I will make an attempt to get it off stream, because the thing about getting challenge sigils is about replaying missions you've already done, but with an extra challenge involved. That's not exactly something I want to do on stream, because it's just replaying missions I've already done. So what I'll probably do, I'd probably be okay with playing them off stream, like in downtime, and then getting the Ultimate Weapon on stream. I don't know. That might be difficult though. I guess I don't have to get it because it's not technically a keyblade. I don't know. I won't consider it mandatory for my marathon. But if I want to, I can. That's fine. I'll give it some thought. I won't worry about it too much though. If it were an actual Keyblade, then I'd probably want to get it, no question. But because it's more of a ability, it doesn't seem quite as necessary. Yeah, by technicality. Why is there a lamp here? This is so random. There's never a lamp here. Who put it there? Why is it there? I guess it just really brings the whole room together or something. I know nothing about interior decorating, so I wouldn't know. Oh, we got a diamond. Man, there's globs everywhere. Is anyone alarmed by all these globs? Whew. Oh no, possessors. That's killing me. I'll try using my new limit. Oh my god, it is more powerful. Whoa, I can shoot beams! Oh, that's cool. I can shoot the beams. More possessors. I am out of thunders. Jesus, yeah. He shoots the magical light beams like in his boss fight. Pretty cool, actually. It's cool that you get to wield that attack yourself. Okay, Shadow Glob. These Shadow Globs are very similar to the ones that are all over Oogie Boogie in Kingdom Hearts 1 during his boss fight. I wonder if they're the same thing. Probably. I don't know what the hell they're meant to be though. Just large masses of darkness that have formed into a glob. Okay, there's enough to complete the mission, but I'm not satisfied with doing just that. Aha. Here we are. Darkness pimples. Ew. It's gross. Oh, gust crystal. Ooh, it's a lurk lizard. I want to kill this lizard. It shows up on my map, that's handy. Oh dear, I actually run the risk of dying. It's nearly dead. Oh dear. Oh, Shion's doing it now. I'll watch her. Nice! Nice one, Shion. She did the whole sicko mode thing too. I'm very proud. Okay, I'm not sticking around to fight these. Get off. I was talking about Kingdom Hearts 4 earlier, and I think I got completely sidetracked. Anyway, in Kingdom Hearts 4, I wonder what worlds will be in that game. Because I heard that for Kingdom Hearts 4, they're planning to have very few Disney worlds, but making them frickin' huge. That was what I heard. So, you know, I'm thinking that it's possible that there may be as little as like 3 or 4 Disney worlds in KH4. But as a trade-off, they're going to be really big and fleshed out, which is a nice idea. And I'm almost certain that Star Wars will be one of them. I'm excited for their new clothing merch. Is there seriously clothing merch, or are you just joking? Because I haven't heard any of clothing merch, but I would sure be interested in seeing that. Oh wait, I think I might have seen something about that at one point. Sykes only gives days off when he's in a good mood, which is never. Oh man. He only gives days off when the moon shines down. I regret not getting the Ventus map pack from Super Groupies. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was cool. I like the artwork that they do for that. Of like the characters wearing the merch. It's really, really fun. Carrier Ghost, Emerald Serenade. This one seems easier. Team up with Axel? Okay. I would love some Super Groupies merch. Why do I get the feeling this Heartless is going to be absolute agony to defeat? It keeps on running away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't land hits on it because it keeps running away. Wow, that is an excellent idea for a mission. Okay, I need to find a treasure chest as well. I would love some, I wish I had some more Kingdom Hearts merch. I don't really have anything, really. I have a Sora Funko Pop figure, that's what I'm trying to say. I have a few Kingdom Hearts Funko Pops from back when I used to like collecting a bunch of them. That's about it. I got my sister Grim a Oblivion Keyblade keyring from the Square Enix store, so it was pretty high quality, and they like it because Oblivion's their favorite. Okay, I need to defeat this Heartless that keeps running away from me like a little loser. Or at least if they have anything good this time, their clothing was meh for their anniversary. I don't remember what it looked like. It doesn't seem like something that I would like to wear personally, but then again, I don't have a whole lot of style. God damn. Heartless. Frickin'. Axel, I need your help. Kill it. What did they expect from me? Okay, let me guess. Arrow is ineffective. Oh my. Oh man. Yeah, same. Their clothing wasn't really appealing on like during their KH3 release. Yeah, I really liked Sora's outfit for that one. I liked his jacket. I was like, man, I really wish I had that jacket. Oh my god. This is awful. My fire magic can't even catch up to it. What if I boom? Oh, that didn't really do that much damage. I missed. Also, I keep mixing up the buttons. Ascending and descending is flipped around in this game and it keeps confusing me. Go back really quick? Sure. I hate this guy. This Heartless is really sucky. I hate it so much with all my heart. Oh my god. I can't hit you with magic because I don't got none. I haven't either, so I could use one of these. Okay. Make it count. Crap. I can hit it with magic if I'm super accurate, which it's difficult to be accurate with this thing. Oh my god. I think this is the worst mission so far. I don't know if it's mandatory. This is probably an optional one. If it actually... I'd be willing to bet that this is the mission that Axel gave me as a reward for doing that other crappy mission earlier. I think that's what this is, so thanks Axel, you're such a bro. Is this because I didn't give you the winner ice cream stick? Just gotta cut it off, but I can only get like a few hits in when I do that. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a fire on him. But then he descend. Oh god damn it. This is like major test of sanity. Maybe thunder will work. Oh god. Okay, I got a few hits on there, that's nice. Axel, why would you give me this mission? Why did you do it? I swear it's getting faster too. Cool, that was a really well-earned one hit. God, it looks like a frickin' watermelon. This is the watermelon that we were after in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's so getting faster. Oh no. Sanity decreasing. Oh my god, it's nearly done. It's nearly dead. Oh my god, it's too fast. Come on. Oh, you're back. Hiya. Still haven't killed this friggin' watermelon. Okay. I'll wait for it on the other side of this tunnel and I'll get him. Oh. That was horrific. I think I found the worst mission so far. I'm pretty sure that was the optional mission that Axel gave me as a reward. What a pal. So you're doing fantastically, yeah. Got there in the end, but at what cost? My brain cells. Megalexer recipe. Okay, there's one more mission before we get some more plot. I wonder if I should be making some elixirs. Can I buy these? I can buy a slot releaser? Hell yeah. I can buy a level up? Oh, I can buy more Thundara? Oh, I can buy magic +3? Yeah. Quadcast? Want some of that. Raises level of glide, love that. Treasure magnet, that sounds good. Critical ring, rainforce ring. Oh wow. Critical ring, that actually sounds really good. I love that. I can get lots of stuff. Yay, plot. I love plot. Okay, I used up most of my heart points. Isn't it weird how buying stuff from the shop uses up heart points, but synthesizing stuff from the shop uses up money. That's very weird. There we go. I got a bunch of stuff. I don't have enough space in my... okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so I got a level up panel. Cool, cool, cool. I got Quadcast and Magic up level 3. Triples the level of magic. That sounds so cool. Doubles its, triples its level. I want that so bad. Then we got double gas. Double gas, double cast. Let me take these off. And let me get rid of that. And I'll put the level ups here instead. Okay. Now I have a bit of space. Okay, let's Tetris. Quadcast. That sounds useful. Okay, for Quadcast, I'll put in a fire, and I'll put in a thunder. Or should I put in a Thundara? Thundara is good. I'll have a Thundara. That sounds good. And magic level 3. I can't really fit that here. I think I need to get one more slot releaser, then I can fit it. So I'll have to do another mission. But I'm pretty sure I got a glide level up. And treasure magnet. Except I can't fit it. Awesome, that's great. So I'll have to go without that for a bit. So much Tetris playing in a Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, and my Tetris skills, I don't really have much Tetris knowledge. Also, have I not been wearing an accessory this entire time? Oops. I've had no accessory on this whole time? Whoopsie. Well then. I guess now's as good a time as I need to put one of those on there. Yeah, I feel dumb. I must have took it away when I was... I must have took the accessory away when I was moving stuff around on my Tetris board. And I must have forgot to put a new one in. Whoopsie doodle. What's poppin', beautiful people? Hi, Drummer Man. It's been a bit. How you doing? Okay. Maybe the reason I was dying so much was because I didn't have an accessory plugged in this entire time. Not too bad, just got home from Fallon, Nevada. Out in the boonies. Is it there? I have no idea what that place is like. I should make this quick and get back home. Ah! Got exploded again. Oh, it took 2 steps into the wild and got exploded. Hahaha, got you again. Run away! Where to? A secret hiding spot. Now Roxas wants blood. Ugh, those kids are getting to be a real pain. And what's this about a secret hiding spot? What are they hiding? Desert was there for work? Oh, desert, I see. I don't think I've ever been to a desert before. Not that I particularly want to? I don't know. Maybe just for the experience. They poopy, not worth the visit. Yeah, I'm not like... I'm not gonna like go out of my way to go to a desert anytime soon. I would go out of my way to go to a dessert. I'd be more willing to do that. Ah, Jack, I've completed the items you asked me for, right over here. It's a blue pumpkin, ooh, spooky. Thank you, Doctor. This Halloween will truly be one to remember. No doubt, you really are in fine form this year. I've been drawing a lot of inspiration from the world around me. So, the blue pumpkins, are we going to get an explanation? Very good. Keep a keen eye trained on your surrounding is critical for an inventor. Now, as you've been exploring, have you seen Oogie's 3 rugrats? I hear they're up to something on the outskirts of town. Any idea what it is this time? Some actual tumbleweeds? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Wait, is it desert or dessert? That is the food. I am stupid head. Well, dessert is the food, and you can tell because one has 2 S's and the other has 1. So just think, which one would you rather have 2 of? A desert or a dessert? You know, unless you're just really into sand. You should be able to tell them apart that way. What a clue. Sally said she spotted them on the other day. She must have imagined it. She's always been a worrywart. I can agree with that, actually. Sally is a big old worrywart. Also, why are the pumpkins blue? They didn't explain it. Jack was like, check out these blue pumpkins. And then they're like, they're amazing. And I'm here being like, okay, they're blue pumpkins, but why? Where on earth did Jack get the inspiration for a blue pumpkin? Oh, they're icy pumpkins. Still don't see what makes them scary. I guess the idea of being frozen to death is kind of scary, so maybe that's where I was going with that. Oh sheesh, big old brain. 2 deserts, please. Please and thank yous. Here, have some sand. I could sure go for 2 sands right now. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill. I'm not looking forward to having to fight a carrier ghost, because the regular ghost Heartless suck, and I can only imagine that a big one is going to be even more agonizing. They really did just save all the annoying Heartless for the second half of this game, huh? Saw some wild stuff out there, went out to a bar and let's say there are some very, very close-minded people out there. Huh. I don't know, when you say you went to a bar out there, all I can picture in my head is a tiny little building in the middle of a massive desert with nothing else around. I'm sure that's probably not what it looked like, but that's all I can think of. Just a little bar in this tiny little desert. In this massive desert, just a tiny little... Beware the blue pumpkin. Oh, that was delicious. There's so many ghosts, it's causing the game to lag. Pocket sand. Pocket some sand. Why is there so many ghosts? At least they're not doing much damage. I think it's because of the ring I'm using. No, it was a very small town that had a few pubs and restaurants and gas stations. That's about it. Oh. How quaint. You won't like it when I lose the frame rate. When frame rate starts to dip, that's how you know it's powerful. These ghosts are getting more stronger every time I kill them, I feel. And a military base, which is why I was there. Ah, I see. Okay, slightly less quaint. Okay, but why are there so many No! I forgot that the ghosts have that one-shot kill move where they pick you up and sap all your health away. How many are there? I don't know. Too many. I mean, I'd say just one of them is too many. They literally went, what's the most annoying Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1? The Hover Ghost? Okay, let's make it 10 times worse. And they'd be like, yeah, the fans will love that. There we go. And those weren't even my targets. Jeez, finally, yeah, tell me about it. That wasn't even my target. I'm not looking forward to what my actual target's gonna be like. Because according to the mission briefing, it's a massive ghost. Which, you know, doesn't exactly fill me with tons of confidence. I think I need to light these. Dum 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 dum. I'm on fire, but it's okay. Just play through the pain. Ooh. I always thought that this door looked like a Christmas tree door. It looks kind of like a Christmas tree door, but it's not the Christmas tree door. That one's in the forest. Gust gem. Okay, there's one more chest around. Oh, here it is. Thunder recipe. It's a balloon. Oh. Here it is. Defeat the carrier ghost. The fact that it's called a carrier ghost is concerning to me. Good luck. Oh wow, the headbanging of the emote actually matches up with the music quite well. Don't carry me, carry a ghost. Oh wow, it's really weak to arrow. Okay, this isn't so bad so far. Yeah, it does. Oh, that emote works well as well. Yeah, and put them together. You're detecting the OT nuttiness. Okay, so far this ghost is a massive chump. But I can't help but feel like it has a move where it's going to try and pick me up and sap all my health immediately, so I'm trying to keep my distance when it teleports. Because I'm worried it'll teleport behind me and absolutely ruin my day. It also keeps missing me, which is super helpful. Okay, I need you to come down here. Okay, there we go. Aerial Tech Plus, I did it, woo! That wasn't so bad. A little bit tedious, but not bad. I think the littler ghosts were more annoying than that thing. Also, I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. Whoa. Whoa, I'm dropping so many frames. Good lord, why? Why my frames be dropping? What's going on? The game is lagging? It's my stream that's lagging. Oh, it's still going. Why is this happening? Hold the phone. Let me look at this. I was hoping it was because of the fight. No, it's the stream. How long's that been going on? Hold on, I have an idea. I'm just gonna check something, one sec. Okay, I was trying to look into it. Just past the last fight, I didn't want to interrupt your flow. I didn't want to interrupt your flow of the fight to say something, I see. That's very strange. I just went downstairs to see if anyone was using... was like trying to download something or upload something, because that can sometimes cause lag. But no. No one is. So I don't know why this is happening. It's still going, too. I'm surprised that the stream hasn't crashed. I was planning on ending after this mission, so this isn't too bad. I'm just gonna read through this cutscene. Ah, but man, all the cutscenes will be lagged. Damn it. Okay, I'll just go through the cutscenes. It'll unfortunately have to be laggy though. So hopefully these cutscenes aren't too terribly important. Maybe a restart of the stream? I'd rather not do that because I was about to end the stream anyway. I'll just go through the cutscenes. Unfortunately it's just going to have to be a bit laggy. Hope maybe it fixes itself. Maybe there's something I can do. Maybe there's nothing like downloading. I have nothing going on in the background. Okay, let me just go through the cutscenes. It'll unfortunately just have to be a bit laggy. That takes care of that mission. Time to RTC. I don't have my... no worries. Okay, I got an RTC. Okay, nothing special is happening, I'm just wandering around. Oh no, it's the children. I don't like them very much, so I don't mind if they're gonna die for whatever reason. Okay, that sounded really harsh. Still lagging. This is unprecedented behavior. This has never really happened before. At least not like this. Not for this long. No one is... Huh, it's very strange. This has never really happened. Okay, just RTC. Oh my god, it's a giant worm! Whoa! Why are we worried about the kids? Not particularly. Oh! Okay, I'm being attacked by a giant tentacle. Tentaclaw. Tentacle. I used up all my magic fighting the ghost. Lag is still going on. That's so bizarre. What was that? I better tell Syax about this. Oh, I think it's fixed. I think the lag is gone. I think we're back. Let me just see the stream myself. Testing, testing. Yeah, looks like the lag is gone. Yeah, it stopped lagging. We're back to normal. Is everything good on your end, Yoshito? I think so, yeah. That was very unusual. I wonder why that happened. Because I sometimes the stream lags if someone in my house is using a lot of data. Like downloading or uploading stuff. But I went downstairs to ask and nobody was. At least not currently. So I don't know what could have caused that. Maybe a dodgy internet connection? I'm using a wired connection, so it shouldn't be that dodgy. I don't know, but in case you're curious, the total amount of dropped frames during that entire bit was 15,520 dropped frames. That's the amount of frames I dropped during that entire bit. Ouch. Aren't you gonna have some ice cream? Shouldn't be because of wired connection. Yeah, I don't really understand what happened there. Maybe OBS was just messing up? I don't know. I'm no tech whiz. I don't really know. At least it's stopped now. Must have been a little glitch or something. Shion? Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just tired. If a big lag episode like that happens again, a lag attack, I'm just gonna call it. That name probably won't catch on. If we have another lag attack like that in the future, let me know as soon as you notice. I mean, I appreciate you not telling me because I was in the middle of a boss fight, so I appreciate it then, but at earliest convenience. Not that I would probably be able to actually do anything about it, but, you know, it'd be good to know. Yeah, I'm sure it was OBS. It was probably OBS just having some weird stuff. To be honest, I actually haven't updated OBS. OBS said it wanted to update, and I said maybe later because I was about to go live, so maybe I should update it. that might help. You want to sit down? No, I'm gonna go. See you later. You don't want ice cream? She must really be sad. Okay. For sure. I was, it was just that you were almost done killing the ghost. Yeah. That was probably a good call. It probably might have thrown me off.
Huh?
What? All by your lonesome? Hey, Axel. Surely Axel would have run into Shion on his way up here. Where's Shion? She left. She's been acting kind of weird lately, don't you think? I'm glad we don't have lag for the bit for the, like, the important cutscene. Maybe she's not feeling well. She'll be okay, don't stress it. If you say so. Hope we get some more vacation soon. We could all use that trip to the beach. Right. Axel's acting super... Oh my god, Shion's gaming! Oh wow, she's gaming. I wonder what she's playing. No. No! Where is it? Got it! She's hacking. Combo Tech Plus. Ooh, Shield Tech Plus, that's what I need. That's what I need to make the counter. Yes. Nice gaming PC. Yeah, they got themselves a rig. Oh my god, we're jumping so many days. The longest day. 255. This is the cutscene one. Oh my god. She's playing Existential Dread. I have no idea what that is. Sorry. Oh, they're sitting on the chair as well. I sent Axel to Castle Oblivion last night on short notice to help expedite the matter we spoke of. I also instructed him to clear out our facilities there. He should RTC soon. And Namine? Still missing, sir. The juiciest of cutscenes, yeah. Missing indeed! Haha! Wherever could she be? Why, Zigbar? It almost sounds as though you know. He knows everything. He always knows too much. What else? Somebody accessed our main computer without authorization. I'm surprised that the castle has a main computer. Do they have to book time on it so that they can play the video games? Do they have like a sign-up sheet where they have to like book time? That's kind of adorable. I hope that is the case. Somebody? Are we going to pretend we don't know who? Little Poppet is turning into a problem, and I think you catch my meaning. Nonsense. I see no problem whatsoever. Haha! Well no, apparently you don't. Something you find amusing? If people see with their hearts, Sayax, then you are even blinder than the rest of us. This cutscene's really interesting with the low poly DS quality. It's really fun, actually. Our plans remain unchanged. Axel, Roxas, and Shion will play the roles Kingdom Hearts has chosen for them. But sir, Shion, if we don't take steps... Take steps? How can you not see how perfect this is? Shion is marching right into the arms of density. I mean destiny. The only steps we need take are two. Watch and wait. Castle Oblivion! Low poly Castle Oblivion. Not the cards. Oh, Jesus. My head. She got zapped. This is the last you'll ever see of these walls, Shion. Ah. She sounded mildly inconvenienced. Axel. What are you doing here? Orders? Nothing to do with you. I'm not sure what you thought you'd find in an empty place like this. Don't lie to me. I know this is where I came from. The answers are here. Oh, that's what she hacked. Weren't you given some other mission? You can't just throw orders to the wind, Shion. Or else what? They'll turn me into a dusk? Not even a dusk. They'll skip right past that and destroy you outright. Would it be better to be destroyed or be a dusk? I don't know. I feel like being a dusk would kind of suck. I don't think that'd be very enjoyable. I mean, you'd be super duper flexible. So I guess it can't be all bad. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe being a dusk is better than being destroyed, who knows? I think it depends on who you are. Because I'm useless? No, I didn't say that. Turn around and go home, Shion. Axel, I'm remembering things about who I was. Well, stop remembering. Nothing good will come of it. I have dreams every night, and you're in them, Axel. Yes. Then there sure ain't memories. How could I be a part of your past? Use your head, Shion. You can't fool me. We've met before, Axel, right here in this castle. Have not. Go home, Shion. Don't keep Roxas waiting. Please, Axel, just help me. I need to know who I am. Run. Hey, stop! Shion, stay out of there. You'll have to play lots of card games. Oh man, well, she's doomed. Ooh, a new entry added to Roxas' diary. I want a bit of that. Something must be wrong. Okay, now I'm getting really worried about Shion. I told Axel, but all he said was that she'll get through it. He knows something is wrong. I bet he's just telling me that to put my mind at ease. Well, it's not working. Ah, man. Stuff is starting to get real. Stuff is starting... I think we're getting into, like, the sad parts. The tragic parts are beginning to creep up now. So this is day 255. So that means we got 103 over 2 days left to go. Wait, am I math right? Am I math right? Can I speak right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 103 over 2 days left to go until we can cry and then we'll all be free of this. Okay. Oh, hello, Elshad. The juicy plot. I need that juicy plot. This game has a really good ending, in my opinion, although it's incredibly tragic and sad. But it does seamlessly transition into KH2, which I always appreciate. Hello there. What's happening? Plot stuff's happening, but I was actually just about to end the stream for the day. But it's nice that you're here because I thought I'd like to say hi. I also just want to like summarize my week because this week has been kind of busy for me in terms of streaming because I've streamed so much this week. This is definitely the most I've streamed in a single week by far, and you can thank good old Sonic Frontiers for that because man, I needed to make the time for Sonic Frontiers. I'm nearly done with the game. Tuesday will be the finale for Sonic Frontiers, I'm pretty sure. So I'm looking forward to that. Been watching some Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime today. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Sometimes I wonder if I should go back and watch some Pokemon anime. I don't know what season I'd watch. Diamond and Pearl is probably the one I'm most nostalgic for, so I might go back to that. You spent too much time gathering rings, you are now Golem. Yes, I got so many Preciouses. I have been collecting many Preciouses. Preciouses. Give us the precious. Anyway, hold on. Is Kingdom Hearts like super big now? Has Kingdom Hearts gotten bigger? The Moon Kingdom Hearts, I mean. Is that bigger? I don't know. I posted an accurate meme. Okay, I'll look at that now. Why not? Pixel on stream 1 of Sonic Frontiers. Pixel now, Pixel by the end. So many rings. Quality memeage right there. Is that bigger? Don't take that out of context. I'm talking about the moon. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end it for today. So, wow, it's been quite a week for me. So hopefully I can... Yeah. The moon is bigger. Okay, so what's next? I will be streaming next. I plan to stream on Tuesday again for more Sonic Frontiers, hopefully the finale, I imagine. I'm pretty sure it will be the finale. And then on Friday it's more Pokemon, and then Sunday more Kingdom Hearts, and then after Frontiers is over, I'll be back to my usual schedule, I think. So, yeah, that's my plan. That wall splitting the moon in two. Yeah, can I get maybe a better angle? Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. How about I give it one more minute in the chat? If there's anything you'd like to say, do so now, because I'll be ending the stream in 1 minute starting now. So, out of context. Bye. Wait, so is the heart growing? I don't know. I don't know if I'm just seeing things or if it is actually getting bigger. It would make sense. And by the way, I'll finish Sonic 4 Episode 2 edit soon. Oh, that's cool. I'll look forward to that. I forgot about that. Oh, speaking of which, you just reminded me. In my Sonic Frontiers stream I did yesterday, I made an oopsie where the game's audio in my Sonic Frontiers stream yesterday is a bit echoey, which is my bad. I didn't check my sound settings before the stream started, and it meant that the audio in the game's audio in that stream was a bit echoey. I would have been able to easily fix it had I noticed, but I didn't notice, so it's not hugely noticeable, but it's unfortunate. So I think it is. It was a tiny speck at the beginning. It does look like it might be a bit bigger, which is a really cool touch, if that is the case. Hopefully we both don't get copyright. I hope so. I don't see why. Oh well. Anyway, that's about a minute, so I'll be ending here. So yeah, Sonic Frontiers on Tuesday, so I'll be ending that game, and hopefully I don't get spoiled by then. Alright. Okay, bye, yeah, have a good one. Alright, yeah, thank you very much, Yoshito, and very nice for you to pop by, Elshad. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will hydrate. Alright, take care everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe and stuff, and I hope to see you again very soon. 50 more? No more. Stream's over. Bye, take care, bye-bye. No more hydrates. Bye.